Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. I appreciate you logging on to the class today. Just going to go through a few things with you. First thing I'm going to do is get this out of our way, and then hopefully you can see my screen okay, and I will probably get better at this as I continue to do these. So today we're going to talk a little bit about actually making a engineering drawing. As you become engineers, you will design things and then you'll print them out for other people to make, and they'll need a drawing of that to go by. And so I've pulled up my car here, and I wanted you to see that, and then I'm going to make a drawing of it. So there's two ways to pull up the drawing. First thing I need you to do is open up your car, because I want you to make a drawing of your car, just like this. And then you can either go up to the top corner here to the icon, and some of you will be able to click on this icon and open up a drawing, and then others may have to do like I do and make a drawing from a part there. Okay, so we're going to choose ANSI landscape drawings. We're going to hit OK. So since I had the drawing of my car already up, it's already filled in a little bit of information on the drawing. So what we want to do, though, obviously this doesn't look right, and so in fact some of this stuff may not even be applicable, and so I like to go in here to edit sheet format and click on that, and then that allows me to come in here and make changes to this drawing. So for example, the font on this is too big, so I'm going to double click on that with the left button of my mouse, and I'm going to change this font to 12 and see how that looks. That looks pretty good there. I'm gonna hit, oops, I'm not going to do that. Not sure how I did that. Oh, I know what I did. Made it too big. So let's try that again. Type that in, double click, brings up this, goes to 12, hit X. I like that. And I'm going to double click on this description here, and this is my, back that up and go ahead and just start with a size 12 font. So that lets me my 3D, oops, 3D car design. And I like that. So just click anywhere off of that, and it will enter it for you, and then you can go through here and you can change some of this information. Maybe you'd like to delete this line here. This line, you can right click, hit delete, and it'll go away. You can shade all of this, right click, hit delete, that went away. Right click. So I'm not going to go over every one of these, but you can get the idea. So you can customize this to however you want it to look. And then once you've done that, you just come up here and click edit sheet format, and it takes it out off of there. So now I want to add my car. So I've gone up here and I've clicked on my car name. See that? and then it gives me this nice menu here. And so basically what you want to do is set up your sheet to be easy to read. And so I'm going to start with just this front view. I'm going to hold my left button down and I'm going to drag that to the center of my page and release it. And there it has made the side view of your drawing. Now you can see it automatically gives you some options without having to do anything else. So I know I want a top view of my car. So I'm going to drag this up and I'm going to click, and then I'm going to come down here and it's going to give me a bottom view. And I'm going to click there. And then I'm going to change views. And this is just because I have experience. I'm going to change to this trimetric view. And I'm going to drop this here. Don't worry about how it looks now because you can rearrange these once you're done. So I'll show you that now. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on this center car because it's kind of the boss of this. And then you can move this around like this. So you can play around with this, any kind of view you want. Maybe you want to view straight on. For some reason your car may have a flat front, for example, and so you might need that kind of view. And then you would put that on there. Kind of like that. No, it didn't look very good for mine. It doesn't really show you much. But there, if I put something on here and I don't like it, I can go up here and I can right click on it, and it gives me the option to delete, which I'm going to do. Yes. All right. Or you could delete it from your dimension tree here. So now that I've done that, I can look at my view layout. Looks pretty good there. I want to add some dimensions to this because just having a drawing doesn't help someone that might want to fabricate this out of wood, let's say. And so I am going to go up here and click Smart Dimension. And I'm going to do some dimensions because let's say, let me get this larger where you can see it. Let's say someone wants to know what's the dimension between where I've created the axles. And I'm going to do that dimension. So I'll click that, and someone might want to know how high this thing is. That's really good. Shift, hold down. Doesn't work. Come on, there we go. And that gives me the height. So what I did is I clicked on this line here until it gave me the blue box, and then I clicked down on this bottom line with the shift, holding my shift key down, and then it gave me these two blocks and it enabled me to do my dimensions on the height here. Another thing we'd probably want the person to know is what the radius of this chamfer is, and that's a radius of 5 millimeters. So you can go through here and let them know all the dimensions that they would need and put them out here. One thing I will let you know is that when you do dimensions and you're stacking them like this, if these were different dimensions, you would put the smaller dimension forward. So let's say this line was actually longer than this line, then you would have a longer line out here, then it would narrow, 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 and that's just good practice. And of course you want to put them where you can read them. So those are some things to do there. Probably ought to tell them what the dimensions of this is. And that's based on your measurements. So just whatever you think's relevant here. The dimensions of my window cutout, which I'm going to show you how to do here in a minute. So that's basically how that is done. And you can put the date on here. So next thing I would advise you to do would be to come up here and save it. Save as. And you notice it is as a drawing here. Save drawing, I named it. And now you could actually print this out. You don't need to print it out for the class, but you can for fun. And but I do need you to email me your drawing like this so that I can see that you understand it. And be creative with it. Now don't give me too many dimensions because then that'll be too confusing. And change this up down here to be like your own engineering firm. You can even name your engineering firm and put drawing number 1 and all of that neat stuff. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email, give me a call, whatever you need to do. And I'm going to stop there for now because I wanted to talk to you a little bit about 3D printing.